So exactly 5 months before the race, I was like, you know what? I think I'm distracted. I need to get back into the groove, and I only have like 5 months to go. So I was like, you know what? At this point, I want to do everything right that I did wrong the first time.
Yeah.
I don't think I can just work with a chat GPT trainer for me.
Yeah.
And so I contacted one of my, I knew this person, his name's Ingit Anand. He's from my city back home in Ahmedabad. He's done 8 or 9 Ironmans, and he's done an Ultraman. So Ultraman is almost 2 to 2.5 times the distances of an Ironman, and it goes on for 3 days. So
Wait, do you take a break or?
yeah, so you get 12 hours to 12 hours in a day. So
Okay.
the first day you swim 10 kilometers in the ocean, and then there's like a bike ride after it, and then the next day it's all biking.
Okay.
And then the total biking distance from the first day and second day is closer to 360 kilometers, so twice the distance of an Ironman. And then the third day it is a double marathon, so like 2 times the distance of a
Oh
marathon.
my God.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's done that, and I've been following him for a long time. I used to ride. I've ridden with him a couple of times when I was back home in Tempe.
Yeah.
Back home in Ahmedabad, zoned out for a bit. But so I was like, I need to contact him. He was also working as a coach for some people, and so I set up a call with him, and I gave him all the details, and he was surprised, shocked, and I would say slightly in disbelief of my situation.
Yeah.
But he still said yes. He was like, I'll still train you. Because I don't know what he saw in me, but like with 5 months down the line, I don't think any other coach would say yes to such a challenge.
It's a short time.
Exactly. And then that's what he said as well. But I was like, I've trained for this before. I have some endurance left in me. I know how the basics work. You don't have to teach me how to put a bike together or like how to fix a puncture or something. I know all of that. So that is time saved. So he was like, you know what, let's do this. And then he started training me. But he had a condition though. He was like, for you to finish this, and then he just said finish, not with a good timing. He said, for you to finish this, every single workout that I give has to be respected and be done with full discipline.
Wow.
You can't really cut any corners, and you can't really escape out of it. So if you want to do it and do it right, then say yes to me right now, and then we can both work together, because obviously he's in it as much as I was.
Yeah.
If not, then he obviously wouldn't waste his time on me.
Yeah.
So that's when it started, and then I knew that if I was doing it, I'll just do it right this time. I would say in a week, if I had like, for an example, if I had like 10 workouts planned, I sure did at least 9. So I would
That's
try
good.
not to miss
Yeah.
out on workouts and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how I got the trainer. And then with 5 months to go, I started training properly like an athlete, like an athlete should. Started focusing again on nutrition, everything that was essential instead of just, like eyeballing it.
Yeah. So what were you eating? Were you weighing it and all that? Or what were you eating? How was your nutrition like?
I would say that is still one regret that I have. I did not focus on my nutrition as much as I could.
Okay.
And that was simply because I was managing a lot of things together.
Yes.
I was a college student. I had a 20 hours a week student job. I was also running a tech entrepreneurial community at ASU where I was mentoring student-led startups. I was helping them raise funding,
Wow.
hosting hackathons, hosting events with that club.
Yeah.
And so that took a lot of time out of my day as well. And then with that, at my peak, I had like 22 or 23 hours of training a week. So all of that combined, I had to cut corners somewhere. And I would say personal life, social life, nutrition, and sleep would be the least to say. Like, I mean, these are the 4 things I definitely cut corners on. I couldn't focus so much on it. So my day-to-day would be either like, I'd have one pasta meal every day.
Okay.
This pasta is like slow digesting carbs.
Okay.
And then it's easy to make. I just get pasta, boil it, I get sauces prepared. I don't make sauces by myself. So I just mix it together, just heat it up, which
Yeah.
is, and I also liked it. I was never like, like, I loved it. So I was like, you know what, this is good. It's slow, as I said, slow digesting carbs. So if you have it today, it helps you in your workout that you're going to do tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So I proportion my carbs that way. And then as an endurance athlete, you eat a lot of carbs. And then you just eat a lot in general.
Yes.
I did not follow all of those rules. Because I was instructed on what and how to eat. But I was, obviously, as I said, I cut corners.
Yeah.
So I just eat like a lot of rice. I used to make fried rice, tofu rice, just fried tofu or like shallow fried tofu in general, pasta, potatoes. I used to cut potatoes and like add spices to it, put it in the air fryer, and then have fries. So
Okay.
less oil, but like you could still have a lot of carbs and eggs as well.
Okay.
And I didn't take a lot of fiber, which I wish I did. So boiled veggies would be a good
Yeah.
option. But yeah, so I ate all of that stuff. I wish I could. I put more focus on nutrition though.
Okay.
That would definitely have helped me with more muscle retention,
Yeah.
and then also help me in gaining more strength.
Yeah. Because I wanted to ask, did you not lose muscle?
I did
during-
lose a bunch of muscle. So all of this time, the only strength workouts I did were like body weight strength. So essentially, I lost a lot of my upper body muscles. Like I lost all of my chest muscles, most of my arm muscles too. But then cycling and swimming requires you, like triceps
Yeah.
while you're riding, and then swimming is technically back and triceps and shoulders as well. So it helped me, like not become like super thin, but I was still losing some muscle, which I did not realize then.
Okay.
So if I were to do it again, I would definitely focus more on nutrition.
Okay. And so could you take us through what a typical workout week would look like? Yeah.
Usually it would be 3 swims. And then I was allowed to, if I felt very bad, I was allowed to skip one of them.
Okay.
Sorry. Saturdays and Sundays were for longer events, so longer workouts. Sundays would be for cycling. Saturdays would be for running.
Okay.
And so I'll give you example of my peak. At the peak, I would, as I said, three swims. Usually, I honestly graduated. The slope into longer swims was so high because I started off with swimming like 1 kilometers. Sorry. And then I don't know how blink, and then I was swimming like 2.5 kilometers and then 3 kilometers. So it was kind of high. I was spending a lot of time in the pool
Yeah.
because I would say I'm not a slow swimmer. I kind of swim faster, but I need to catch a breath. I was
Okay.
bad at the breath work.
Okay.
So I ended up spending a lot of time in the pool because of that. But yeah, 3 swims, I would say almost 3 to 4 runs and rides. So each day I would have 1 or 2 workouts.
Okay.
Sometimes, very rarely, I would have 3, but the 3 would be like 2 of them merging together. So like a run could also go into like a stretching in a strength session.
Okay.
Sorry. And then if I had the swim that day as well, that would make it 3 workouts technically. But if you look at it that way, then it's 2. But usually the max I would have is like 2 workouts. And if I had 1 workout, that workout would be intense. So on Mondays, I used to have a strength and conditioning or stretching more so. So I would have foam rolling, stretching, some like particular stretches that my coach gave me
Yeah.
to loosen up all the muscles from the fatigue on Sundays
Yes.
because the weekends are longer.
Yeah.
And then on Tuesday onwards, technically my week would start. So Tuesday I would have like a swim in the morning, and then either a run in the evening or a bike.
Okay.
And then on Wednesday again I would have a body weight strength session. So this was like lunges, crab walk. This was essentially to train the smaller muscle groups,
Okay.
just in case like with so much load on it, it doesn't fail.
Okay.
So that, and then moving towards weekends, Fridays were I think longer swims, and then runs were on Saturdays, which were closer to. It was all some. So before peak, the runs were longer, closer to like 15ish kilometers. But during the peak, how the coach gave me workouts was run would be like a mid distance, so like 12ish kilometers. But then the next day, bike would be like 5 hour, and then there would be a brick run after it. So I'm out there riding for 5 hours, come back home, drop the bike, change into running clothes, head to the gym because it was so hot outside. So I'll just
Yeah.
run in the gym,
Yeah.
and then straight away run like 20 kilometers, so like a half marathon sort of thing.
You were really disciplined because your coach is online, and
Yeah.
you were really oh my God. You
But-
were really that's what I'm picking up from it, because I'm assuming with everything that you've said was going on, it's very easy to be like, yeah, I'm not doing this workout today. I'm tired. I want to sleep. No, my body. Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, there were days like that. Like there were so many days like that where I would just not. And then you're human, right? You'd not want to do it because
Yes.
you do get lazy sometimes doing the same work every day. I did question myself if, like every day, at least once, I would question myself why I was actually doing it.
Yeah.
And then most days I did not even have an answer to it. I was just doing it. But then obviously I did skip workouts. It's not like it's not that I'm like I was 100% consistent.
Yeah.
I'm a human too, so I skipped workouts, and my coach understood that because he planned some workouts in a way that he knew that those were skippable.
Okay.
So he left room for that,
Okay.
but he never told me that there was room for that. So if I skipped, it
That was
technically on paper wasn't a problem, but he didn't tell me because if I had the option, I would skip it.
Yes.
So so I did skip a few workouts, and then it turned out that it would hurt me more than it would help me because it would just hit my brain. So I was like, you know what, I skipped that workout. So I'll just compensate the next day.
Let's go to the day now.